all that freezing is. This app is using the full screen.
You rotate the phone. The buttons will always be located next to the
Okay,
charging.
it's just new phone.
Oh.
New phone, guys. It feels compelled to give me explanations about everything, and it's kind of confusing to me. I don't know why it looks so dark. I think it's because it's just got that story up there.
You plug it
Can you
right into the.
tap the screen? Maybe no. Maybe get rid of that. Oh, I don't know. It's just gonna say that the whole time. Who knows? It's got this whole message and an arrow that keeps
You're okay.
flashing. Yeah, it's just me looking at the screen. So it's way too smart. It wants to tell me too many things. And I don't feel compelled to read everything as I'm trying to get everything set up. It's a little bit crazy, but hey, happy Wednesday. I don't know what your guys' weather is like where you are, but it's winter here again. It's snowing again. The other day, I didn't even have a coat on. And I like to have my coats and sweaters on. So I was in here and I just had my shirt on because I was warm. And then today I've got my shirt and I got my jacket. I'm back into my vest to keep warmer. This is nuts. This is nuts. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with this weather? So this week, if you guys didn't see, was the launch of the new Jamie Ray Vintage rice paper, decoupage paper, which I have in the store. This is my makeshift display because I don't have any wall space. I got to figure this out, but I didn't get a lot of notice with them coming out with this. So they are on Japanese rice paper. They are all printed with archival ink, which means it will not run, when you apply your decoupage medium. It also means that they are just beautiful as is. You can just simply frame these. You could just cut them smaller, use them as they are. They're just beautiful and such a nice switch from just the big decoupage papers. So a much nicer size and a definite different quality. Rice paper as well has these little almost like silken fibers running through it that you can see in the paper as well, which gives it a bit of a textural element. Again, different than the tissue paper. And a lot of them, I mean, they've done these florals in a bunch of different styles that you could just do a gallery wall of just those in beautiful frames. So really lovely. They are $5.95 a sheet because it's an expensive process, but the quality is awesome. And they are 8.25 by 11.5, so A4 size. I don't know if you want to put those down. They just go on the floor in front of the other decoupage papers. So that's the newest edition. They are all up and running. I do have one other one, which is the Marie Antoinette, that is on its way to me. I had ordered it, but it was missing from my pack. So they've sent that out and it's en route. So it will get here and I'll add it when it arrives, but that's the only one that I'm waiting for. Monday's video was about this big baby. So it was this makeover. Some minor repairs that were needed, so nothing major. Definitely some wood fill that's required. And again, a lot of discussion in this video about some maker's choices in terms of why the simple finish. When would the repairs mean the expense of the piece is not justified? So, when would I consider not having painted it and maybe just using it for parts? And this one I would have used just for parts. Because I could have done something with just those little spindles. I could have done things with like the ring at the top. It's a wreath. The base would have been a big candlestick, or it could have added a bowl for a planter. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could have done with just the pieces if the repairs were not practical. But you know, just because you can fix something doesn't always mean you should. And that's some of the discussion that we have in this particular video. So for those of you that are just starting out and you are finishing things for markets or for your booths, it may be a little bit of value-filled discussion for you on that video. Friday's video, today's video is the little short, and today's short was again about decoupage. So very often, you know, you might find some absolutely beautiful paper that's like a really heavy wrapping paper or scrapbooking paper that doesn't really decoupage well. It's a lot harder to be able to decoupage it than like a rice paper or a tissue paper or, you know, the napkins that we use all the time. So today's hack is all about how to be able to take that paper and make it thinner, how to take a thick paper and make it thinner. I wish this technique worked on my waistline as well as it does on the paper, but that's life. So really good little hack, check that out. And then Friday's video is a little bit different because I have one day a week that I am off. I get that the store is closed 2 days a week, but Tuesday, even though I'm closed, I am actually here working the whole time just because I need a day to be able to do all of the product loading and all of the pricing, get all of the new things into the shop, and really, really difficult to be able to do that and still be running the shop. Although having said that, most everybody locally has figured out I'm here Tuesday afternoons, and I do open up. So if you have an emergency, don't feel guilty, come on in. You're not the only one. But I did pop back in here Sunday because I just wanted to paint. I just wanted to relax. I just wanted to paint. So I do have a video on Friday, which was my Sunday painting. Oh, and that guy is in the shop, by the way. That plant stand is in the shop for $45. And I did this painting on Sunday. So this is in the shop for, I believe, 60. I'm trying to read it upside down without glasses, so neither of those is working. It's optimal. But I did this painting. And what I did do was I filmed it over my shoulder. And I don't talk. I don't explain it. I don't try and give you the colors. I put all that in the description. I was just zenning out. I was just painting. I was having a good time. It was about an hour and 20 minutes, so just a little shy of an hour and a half to complete that painting. I give you 13 minutes of it, sped up, so that you at least get from start to finish all the different little elements and techniques that I used to complete an alcohol ink painting. I just put music on and that's it for you. So check that one out and let me know what you think of that. You know, whether or not you miss the instruction, you need the instruction. Cindy, it's okay. We don't mind. We don't mind sometimes if you just shut up and do. I'm cool either way. Let me know, guys. So a little bit different, but let's jump into all of the new stuff added into the shop in the past couple of days. Again, kind of a nice mix of things. I think we've got some cool stuff for you. So let's start with the things that are sitting right out in front of me because I'm tending to talk with my hands, and these are the things I'm going to knock over. So this is, it says Sweetwater, and one is coffee. Inside here, we have tea, and then inside of there, we've got the little sugar. So it's actually a little triple canister set. It is metal. You can probably hear that as I'm banging them around, but it's a nice, cute little set. And as much as they're labeled coffee, tea, and sugar, use them for that if you want. but I also think that they're just really cute to be able to use together or individually for just cute little storage in, you know, any of your rooms, in your office, in your craft room, your sewing room, anything like that. I think they're just kind of sweet and nice for storage, and nice that they're not breakable too. I have this. Oh, I should say it's $18 for the three, for the full set, and easier to ship too, that they're in a much smaller size. This is a cast iron trivet. It does have the rubber feet. It also has a little hanging hook. So if you want to use it as a decorative item instead of a trivet, or perhaps as both, you can. It's a cast iron rooster. It's all hand painted out, and it's all sealed, not painted by me. I bought it like this, and it is $9.50. So super cute. I have a bunch of these little pictures that I don't know why I found a bunch in a row. So rather than do them all at once, I'm spreading it out. So this is the first one. So this cute little bright yellow hand painted picture. It seems, it kind of looks to me like Portugal. It could be Italian, but it doesn't. Pardon? It looks Italian to you? So just nice and bright and fun. It's $6 in the shop. It doesn't indicate where it's from, but it looks Portugal or Italian, Italy to me, one of the two for sure. Now, I don't usually have a lot of fairy lights. They're extremely popular. They're hard to come by now. And so I do have a frosted one in the shop right now. And then I have this one. It also same price, $14. So fairy lights are the tea light or candle with the glass lid. So this is a clear cut glass one. This one, like the frosted one, is a party light one. So it is pressed glass with all of the diamonds in it. They just look beautiful when they're lit up at night. And just super nice. Some of them, like when you start getting into some of the opaline glasses, and I just felt a rough spot, and I thought, did I miss a break? No, I missed a piece of Scotch tape. Okay, phew. But you get into some of the old antique ones and the Victorian ones and some of the colored glasses, and they can run up into the hundreds of dollars. This guy, super cute and only 14. This guy, this is a little different, but I thought he was super cool. So this is, now I think online I called it an egret. Nick said that it's a heron, and I don't know why heron didn't even occur to me, or why I decided that I should call it an egret, because I didn't even look an egret up, and I'm not even sure it looks like an egret. So I don't know. I was just making stuff up, but it is a carved horn. So you can see the rounded base, and there are a couple of chips in the horn at the base, nowhere else through the body, but just around the base. So you can see the horn and the arch of the horn. It's taken full advantage of that. But here's the head with the little carved eyes. And it's just such a nice, cool, just super sweet, smooth piece. It doesn't have any signature that I saw or maker's mark at all. And it's $7. So carved horn, usually these are done from usually like water buffalo and that sort of thing, right? They're not an endangered species. And again, they're using the horn from the animal after they've done what they do with the water buffalo. So, pardon?
The horns fall off.
Yeah, the horns fall off, the animal dies. You know, it's just using the body part. And I know that when I did beads, I sold beads from the horns and also from the hooves. Made really lovely colored beads as well. So it's nice when, I mean, as much as we talk about recycling and reusing things, like with the plant stand, right? It's also nice when you're looking at using pieces like bone beads and things like that, right? It just, in my head, it just makes sense. So cute little pair of pottery, like ceramic little egg cups. They're in kind of this pale gray glaze with cobalt and peach trim, and the brown at the top. The pair is $4.50, and they're just really cute. I like those guys. You know what? I like them just because they're not cute, they're not themed, they're just like a little art piece. I think these would be super adorable with a mini succulent in it as well. I mean, they're nice egg cups, but just... All right. This guy for $6 is a matte glass in a green perfume bottle with kind of a red rim. Now, it came, when I got it, with a plastic round bead on a cork as the stopper. That's not the original stopper. It would have had a glass stopper, but it doesn't anymore. So do with that as you will. I mean, it would make a cute little mini vase. It's cute as it is. And for $6, we can just bemoan the loss of the glass stopper. This is like a cowbell. Now, it's not an old original cowbell because it has an embossed flower on both sides. And it's been painted by someone or the manufacturer with turquoise and then with gold accents. It's got the typical rolled metal insert, which is really typical of like an old antique cowbell. And it's $4.50. So this would be super sweet just as a decorative item. It would be cool as a, you know, really if you're trying to call people in for dinner, but as part of a wind chime, I think it would also be super neat. It's loud. It's got some oomph to it. Okay. This little guy came from seniors garage sale, actually, that I attended on the weekend. So it is a mini glass butter dish. Super cute. I love the ball, which is hollow, which is all one blown piece on the lid. This is nice and deep, which is lovely. And it is $5 for this guy. Covered in my fingerprints now. I originally cleaned them, and then there's fingerprints. Okay, this other glass item. So I do have have 3 of these bottles. I'm selling them individually for $4 each, just because you might only want 1 or 2, or I think 3 is a perfect decorative item. But it is almost like a milk bottle shape. It's got ribs around the center, and then it's got this pressed emblem, which is says Old Fashioned Glassware Collection, and then I think it says established 1882. But just a cute little fun design, having 3 lined up with, I just kind of picture with daisies in it and that sort of thing running down the center of your table, or the 3 grouped together in a vignette. Certainly you could do candlesticks if you wanted. They're just lovely and cute. Let me see what else next. Okay, this guy, because he's different. So This is a battery operated table lamp, definitely industrial. This opens to be able to change out the bulb. Right now it's got that long kind of Edison sort of industrial bulb in it. And it does work. Okay, and it's just got the switch, change out the batteries in the back. Now, I do think that this would be really cute hanging on a wall. Very easy to be able to add, you know, like a hanging hardware on the back if you want to, just so that you could lift it off to replace the battery and lift it back on. But it would be super cute hanging as well as just as tabletop decor. And this is just a super cute little piece, $12. All right, this little milk glass bowl has just phenomenal details. I gave you a pic of it upside down on the website, just so that you could really see all of those crisp details in this little bowl. Now, from what I was able to source from the pattern, it appears that this is Pioneer Woman. And 4 of these bowls sells for over $55, something like that. This little guy, $6.50, and he is super sweet just on his own. So lovely. I don't mind at all when they do reproductions that are that cute and that good of quality. I do have a pair of mugs because I seem to be adding mugs. Now we're working on the website slowly at breaking down like the antique vintage found category, where a lot of these items go to on the website, queenbeecreationshome.com, has gotten crazy volume, right? I think that there were like almost 1,300 SKUs in there, covered 35 pages. It would have been crazy if you were trying to source something on the website. So what we're starting to do is break out categories. So I think that there's like drinkware is a category that is on there now, which will have all of the mugs and all of the juice glasses and any of the wine glasses. So anything that you would drink out of is in that category. I have one already for the paintings and prints. So it's going to help you be able to search through the items a little bit better. And it means that some of the older items don't get as lost on the website. So I have of these mugs for $12 from the Design Studio in Chicago. I love them. They're kind of like this pale tan color with black rimmed red polka dots, but then it's got the unglazed earthenware base as a contrast, which is lovely. I will say this, and I put it in the description. I think that the picture shows it a little bit better than you guys can maybe see it tonight. But these are perhaps from 2 different dye lots or 2 different glaze batches, because this one's slightly lighter than this one, which I don't have a problem with. But if you do, and you're particularly anal about it, it will drive you nuts. Don't buy them. I think it's great because then you can tell them apart. You know, especially if you both take black coffee and one takes sugar and one doesn't, you're going to know. Did I have the darker 10, one or the lighter 10, right? It'll help. It'll help. Okay, let me do this basket first because I need it out of the way to do the next one. So, super lovely little basket for $9.50. It's got the woven rope around the base. It's got a wire metal structure and form to it with scroll work metal rim and then the metal handle as well. So it's just kind of just a nice, lovely basket, whether you're putting flowers into it, you're putting your fruit in it, putting balls of yarn in there. That's really sweet. And then I have this copper. So it's got an original price tag of $26.90 on the bottom from FC. I don't know what that is. likely from the States, but it's kind of an embossed copper. It's got that, this is an indoor watering can with the black metal braided handle and then the long spout. Now there's a little bit of aging on the end of the spout, right? From where it's been gotten wet over the years, but it's $6 and just a lovely decor piece, whether you're putting using it as a watering can inside the home. This long spout, perfect for getting into all of your plants without pouring water all over the place. Or you're going to use it as a decorative item. Kind of does double duty as both, quite honestly. Let me pull this guy forward because he's a big mamma jamma. All right, so we have this big ribbed. All right, I'm sure it's more like a cookie jar as opposed to a candy dish, but can you picture this filled with colored jelly beans? That would be so cool. All those multiple colors shining out through it. Anyway, this ribbed big biscuit jar with a pewter lid. So the pewter lid is stamped Artland on it. And I just love kind of the classic look of that. Big, beautiful size. I mean, you could just fill it with decor if you wanted. I mean, you could just put faux apples or faux lemons, mix the lemons and limes in there. It's kind of large for potpourri, but you know, you do you. I'm still hooked on this big of a container full of jelly beans. Just all those multiple colors shining through there would be so nice. Okay, just saying. But if you buy it and you put jelly beans in it, take a picture and send that to me. That would make me happy. Hey, Derek. Okay, last couple of things. This one is particularly special. So this is Mexican pottery. So it's got the very distinctive look, that rough earthenware texture with those glazed kind of blue and brown tone florals, right? This is indicative of Tonala Pottery Works. I have a set of 4 of these. They are in pristine condition with one exception. One of them has a tiny little chip down in this rim. I took a close-up picture of it. Quite honestly, if I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't even have noticed, but I noticed for you, so I feel compelled to let you know. Now, when I looked these up, because these are large, hefty 16-ounce size, when I looked these up, smaller mugs were going for anywhere from about $25 to $40 each. I'm selling the set of these for $45, and they are just lovely. So it's the rough earthenware on the outside with a little bit of the glazing. Know that the inside is all glazed, so it's not an issue in terms of cleaning out any of your beverage. You're not going to be staining that earthenware at all. But they are as new. They're gorgeous. All right. So there is, I don't know if you guys have heard of Debbie Munn before. She does a lot of whimsical fabric prints and things like that. These are 2 matted and framed prints of hers. I'm selling each separately for $10 because you might prefer one over the other, or feel free to take the set. One is this cute little sheep in kind of those golden amber aged looks with the black and white checkerboard border, and then the pig. And I don't know why the pig is dressed and the sheep is not, but there you go. So 2 cute little Debbie Munn prints for $10 each, you know, framed, matted. Really can't go wrong for those. They're super sweet. The last item, I love this. This is a big woven. This is really sturdy woven bowl. Look at that. So just, it is, you can't squish, this baby is solid. So it's $22 in the shop, and you can tell it's a good size, but it sits flat. It doesn't rock, holds so much. Like this filled with your yarn, I think would be really cute. Easily it would hold like, one blanket if you were looking for something to do that. It's a lot of fruit as a fruit basket, but definitely as a big decor item. I love this. This is such a gorgeous piece. So again, $22, not a bad price for that. I'm just looking around, making sure. I think that I got everything. It starts to get hard to tell because I have so many things here that I don't have a place out in the shop to put away. So it ends up getting crowded all over my desk. And then I add these items on there. But a lot of these were smaller, so they're not taking up as much space. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Whether you're catching me live, whether you're catching me on replay, doesn't matter. I love you. I love you either way. Thanks for tuning in. As always, check out the videos this week. Like, share, subscribe if you hadn't. That helps me out. Super appreciative of that. And apart from that, I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.
Shut up.
I can't do it from here. Okay, this baby's going forever.
That's what we got, maybe, with that arrow.
Nope. Well, this could be a long video if that doesn't shut off. All fun till the new phone doesn't work for you. We're still filming.
Just close it.
Have one of what?
Something like that.
Nope.